Hmm. That's cute. Where's the pen? Let's see. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. That feels like a Monday. I am so tired. I slept in by accident, and I think my husband woke me up, but I just like fell back to sleep. um, Today I have to pack orders and make 2 thank you gifts, and I need to find some base coat fast. I've ordered it from some people, but I there's nowhere near me that has edge coat, and it's driving me nuts. My edge coat is really lumpy, and no matter what I try to do with it, like distilled water, all the stuff, it is just like a glue ball. It's a glue ball in milk. It is so disgusting, and I just bought it. Um, but I'm trying to find something like local that I can go pick up. My Tandy Leathers doesn't have any, and that would be like a drive because it's in Baltimore, and it's like a 35 to 45-minute drive for me. And I am searching high and low, and everybody, even on Amazon, I wouldn't get it until Monday. Good morning. So yeah, I'm like, man, next time get it when you I was supposed to order it before I went to North Carolina, and I completely and utterly forgot. So there's that. And then I just need to make 2 thank you gifts and get everything ready, like the box, the shipping labels and everything ready so Kendall can ship it out. I'm almost done with cleaning my room. I got a full fabric back here that I used. Um, and I think that's pretty much it. I'm going to do I'm gonna test the pattern before I do a tutorial for it. I did part of it last week, but I just need to finish it, and I need to edge coat. So this is going to be interesting. This whole project was because it's a useful gift, a useful thing to use in an everyday life, or gift it to someone or sell them, but you need edge coat. The second part was me breaking down how I edge coat. I know. And the thing is, Shannon, I bought this in March. There's no reason. It's not even the person I bought it from. It's the brand. It's Gherardini. It is like a it's really gross. When you open it up, the smell doesn't usually smell like the glue. I know this sounds weird, but when you open it as much edge coat as I do and much glue, the base paints usually smell like glue. Like a stronger Elmer's glue. Like the glue paste that we used in like pre-K that some of y'all ate. I know I tasted it once. Someone dared me and I did it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie. And it was like everyone could stick their hand in the glue. Yeah, it smells like that to me. Um, but it's like a big ball, and it's just like milk, and like not even like whole milk, like 2% see-through milk. Yeah, I'm being very descriptive for you. Good morning. No, no, you're not late. I usually come back. I know I wanted to do this like at a set time, like at 9 o'clock, but it's literally impossible for me to do it. And then I also feel like it wouldn't be organic. I usually, whenever I drop Kindle off, the last kid, I get Loki outside. I have Roxy outside. I make sure they have water and food because we all know Loki will bring the bowls down to me and start complaining if I don't do it. And then I come down here. So it depends if I stop to go get coffee. And my Starbucks, I guess when I'm gone for a weekend, I lose. I don't find out that they're temporary closed due to getting like something fixed in there, like the plumbing or whatever. And the other one's in the grocery store, and the one in the grocery store, the baristas are a little bit more, they don't take their job as serious as the big one. And I also wanted to go in there to see what new tumblers they have for Pride Month. I seen some of them on my Instagram, and they have some beautiful cups this month, and I never have actually bought a Starbucks tumbler. But at last, my store is gone, so I have McDonald's. It's not burnt today, so I can't complain. Normally, Kendall makes me some. This is how I know he didn't really wake me up, because he always asks me, "Do you want me to make you a cup of coffee?" I do not remember this conversation with him this morning. I am so unbelievably like sleepy. You could tell my eyes are all hooded. Like I am so sleepy. You know, I know I did. I'm not gonna lie, I did. It was like a communal glue bowl, and like someone was like, his name was Sean. Oh, Shnova, I dare you to do it, and I ate it. I ate the paste. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did do the dead skin pill. That still happens. I'm like a messy gluer, and like what there is a glue that I use on leather when I'm trying to put two leather straps together, and it looks just like Elmer's clear glue. And somehow when I'm like rolling it out or like cleaning it up to make sure there's no glue on the actual like material itself, it'll get all over my hands and it just looks like dead skin. And Kendall's like, how do you get it all over you every single time? It's always a Sean, right? It's always I don't know. You would have to just if you Google Tandy Leather, and you should be able to see all the ones in Maryland, but I think the one is in Baltimore, if I'm not mistaken. I don't have the store address on me. But if you Google it real quick, you should be able to find it. I do know the workers, their name is Ken, but their storefront is really, really small. But by their storefront, if you're going to do this excursion, there is a really cool seafood theme like directly down, like like old school, like it has like a window that you walk up to and order seafood. They have like really great seafood there. So just if you go down there, have some seafood, if you're able to have it. They also have, I think it's a dance school by them, and they have something else that's interesting. You have to park on the street. There's no actual parking lot for that location. I know there's other ones, but I have yet to go to them. There's not a whole lot of leather places around here in Maryland. It's really weirdly surprisingly, because like if you go up to Boonesboro and like Hagerstown, they hunt a lot out there, and they have like a whole different experience than we do in this middle part and the lower parts of Maryland. You know what? That's actually a really good idea. I was trying to think because I already I called Mojo. I bought her top coat. I've never tried her top coat before, and her base coat, and I'm really excited to use it because honestly, she has one of the better painting things. I feel like I have to add thickener to my edge painting if I'm using like Ecoflex, or there's another one that I use that like it is super liquid. It's so liquid, but as soon as it spills out, it stains. Like when I use the brown on leather, like if it spills on my hand, I'll have like a brown stain for like 2 days, no matter if I do a sugar scrub, exfoliator, or what. So I usually have to use a thickening agent to make it uh, not even halfway decent as Mojo's. Her paint, I love how thick it is, and that when you're putting it on, you're not worried about dripping. And that is a huge thing because I usually put like sometimes painter's tape if I'm like doing a strap on it, so that way if it drips, it's just going onto the painter's tape. I'm a messy painter. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just messy with glue and paint. I don't know why. And you know what? I don't really care to change it. So, um, yeah, I can't find anyone. I thought for sure I went on Walmart and Amazon both get their stuff from the Buckle Guy, but the Buckle Guy to ship it out with it. It takes 2 to 3 days to process. So the earliest I'll get it is the 15th. And I'm like, okay, wow. Yeah, it's an interesting side of town. It's not so scary. They have really good food there though. Normally the little bit not nicer sides of town usually have the best food. I'm just throwing it out there. You can go to get some leather, get some edge paint, some tools, and then bam, go get crabs. I mean, I'm just saying it's crab season. Crab season. Good morning. Yes, good morning to the detachable flappers. So, Sandra's already dead. Okay. Yeah, dude, go visit. Like, go visit. I'm not gonna lie to you, the one by Sandra's is so much the guy Eric is not nice in our one. He's just not very talkative. Like he'll see you looking at something and he doesn't like, "Oh, do you need help with this? Would you like to know what this is about?" Versus the guy that was at the other one, he was like, "This does this and this is this. Oh, look at this tattoo." Like he was just really personable and that really depends on who you are. You might want to walk in the store and you're like, "Dude, I didn't want anyone talking to me." And then you might have be like, "Oh my God, I don't know what this is. Can you please help me?" So for me, I like if I'm at a leather store, I am not I'm I'm like in kindergarten when it comes down to leather. I'm nowhere near high school graduation doctorate, none of that. So what I want is someone to like tell me what things are for. Do they think it's useful for me? Me explain to them what I do and what I'm trying to achieve with this project and getting the help I need. So that's for me. Like, see, I hear people saying, "Oh, the people at the counter at Joann's are not helpful." But see, when I go into Joann's, I don't really want anyone to help me other than to cut the material. But if someone's brand new and is like, "Hey, I'm into bag making," and someone told me foam, then those people need to be working there that can help educate someone to their project. But it just depends on individually. But Eric is just sitting behind the cash register in the one in Baltimore, and he's not very interactive. Um, and for me, for this situation, if it was Joann's, I wouldn't care. But because I'm not that savvy with all the leather stuff, I would love to have some input and feedback so that way I can make the best purchasing decisions. I need base paint. I need the base paint. I am all out. I'm completely out. And then I'm just like I'm about to do I seen that you can do with like the fashion glue, but I'm just a little bit concerned in between the sanding process and is it going to be able to get into all the pores of the vinyl or the cork? That's why I usually get really dense base paint because it gets into the pores. Because if you're using it on vinyl, if you're using it on cork, this product is normally meant to be used on leather. So that when you get the dense one, it's a little bit thicker consistency and it really gets into the pores and the fibers of what you're trying to edge paint. That's why it doesn't move or you can't just like peel it off. Um, I don't want to do something make that edge paint look phenomenal and someone could just like and peel it right off and then I'll be like heartbroken, sad. I would be. I'm just gonna let you know. Okay. There is it's crab season. We need to just break it out. My sister-in-law's having a crab a boil and then we're poor Kinkin. Kinkin is graduating from 5th grade. So when that day happens and if my eyes are red, you know I'm crying because my son graduated and I have no more elementary kids after that. Um, I'm having a hard time with this. I never thought I would have had a hard time with this. I'm usually like nonchalant, cavalier. They're supposed to grow up. They're supposed to become wonderful adults, but I'm having a difficult time knowing that there will not be Christmas parties, Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, Sadie Hawkins, all the little things that they celebrate in elementary they don't do it in middle school and high school, so I'm having a hard time. We have one more week of 5th grade. Tomorrow's half day. once a month for my school, they have random half days on Wednesday. So tomorrow's random Wednesday, and they have a half day on Friday, and then starting next week, I think they go to school, but every day is half day. And I'm gonna already miss some school because filming with them is impossible. My kids, you could put them in all three different devices. Somehow, some way, two will gravitate to each other and start an argument off of everything. Like, who's the best teen titan? Like, you're like, it's not this serious. So I'm gonna miss school. But yeah, they're about to go, and he's about to graduate. For his graduation, Kendall and I are gonna do like a crab boil too. But it's so he was like, but that I would like just pizza and just hanging out with the family and friends. And we're like, yeah, crab oil. It's crab season. We're eating some crab. Oh yeah, and corn, yeah. Mm. They have like the sweetest corn out here. Okay, Lynette, I hope everything goes well with the dentist. Yeah, it's a weird location. I I always have Kindle do it because like you get out of that tunnel, and as soon as you get out of the tunnel, I swear to you, it's like one or two blocks over, and you have to like bust a UE to get into this to the facility, and then you have to parallel park or because there's no you're parking on the streets. It's very weird location, but they have tons of great food around them. Good morning. Well, I have tons of fabric paints. The problem is that before I put any fabric paint on, I put on a base coat, and no one has any around me. And I have literally, I was like, I'm just gonna pay for the shipping for Amazon. Amazon's getting it from Buckle Guy too. So now I'm gonna go look at Springfield Leather, the Leather Weaver, and a couple other places. The only issue I have is a lot of these leather companies that are bigger names like Springfield Leather or like the Leather Weaver, they have their own line of edge coat. And so they have their own line of base coats. And then I'm trying to get like the smallest bottle because what if I don't like it? And then I'm like, yeah, I spent $20 on this. So I'm gonna see. I think I might get the Leather Weaver because I have purchased some of their edge coat, and their edge coat is really weird. I'll do a video on this. They have heat. The way you seal in their edge coat is through heat, and it's with a tool. And I use it. I have their edge coat in like this white cream color, blue, black, and red. And it's a very interesting edge coat process because it's all done with a heating tool. Like you put it on and then you seal it and you heat it and then you sand it, then you heat it again and then you add another layer of edge coat. And it's a very interesting process. And I accidentally stumbled upon it watching some leather guy, and then I went down a rabbit hole. It is more expensive because their edge coat it's like heat activated and stuff. So it's a little bit more expensive, but it's just a different option. So I might go for that route because I have all the equipment for it. I remember using their base coat, but I think I got like a small one and I ran out and I just didn't get it again. I do. I see that some people use Mod Podge and it works good. I don't know why. I always look for something that's super, super dense. Um, but I might look into possibly doing these other things because I don't have it readily available to me. And I will appreciate when all the other stuff comes in and I have it again. Morning, Kindle. Yeah, right? No more silence in the house. Like my kid, the quietest kid I have is Kinkin. Now, Kinkin does not make any noise unless Loki has something in his mouth. Then you're like on high alert because this is the kid that like could walk around this house and you would not, he's like a ninja. He's so quiet. Hope and Faith, they're both Faith is about to be Hope is about to be a teenager. They share a room, so they're always at each other's throats for like the stupidest thing. Now, I remember doing this with my sister, but like I thought I had given my mom some kind of reprieve. Maybe I didn't, and this is my karma. But they fight over the stupidest stuff. Like they will get into a legit argument over a cartoon anime. They're watching what are they watching? They're watching they're watching some anime. I completely forgot what they're watching. They've been on an anime kick, and they will argue over the characters, like full, like not like, oh you're wrong. Da, da. Be like, no, you're wrong. This character's like, they're real, and you're just like, okay, okay. Let's see. My it will be for my son's graduation. I am not too sure. Okay, the detachable flappers. We were in we were in class, and somebody was talking about a pattern, and that their name that you're able to detach different flaps to the bag, and that somehow just became the name of the group, the detachable flappers, because it was off of a pattern, because in this particular pattern that we were talking about, and I cannot remember the name of the pattern, you can interchange the flaps of the bag, so your bag can look constantly different. So that's the name of our group, the detachable flappers. It's a real thing. I'm gonna get a t-shirt and everything that says that. Okay. All right, I'm gonna try the leather guy. Thank you. Okay, so my husband's family's from Louisiana. So when they do crab boils, it's different from when we do it, but they do have the corn and all that stuff, and it's like in this humongous pot, like you could put a person in it. I know that sounds weird, but that's exactly what I see when I do it. But I watch a lot of true crime. I don't know. So, um, and then they boil it. They put all these special seasons and seasoning in it, and they will usually boil corn, like little red or blue potatoes, and crab, and it's pretty good. Sometimes I don't know, I think if Kendall's still on here, I think he puts vegetables in his sometimes. But yeah, that's what he's planning on doing. You get tons of brown paper, like the paper that you're going to wrap for your bag, or like tons of stuff. And you lined your table with newspaper, brown paper from like the grocery bags, and you just have at it, because they drain all the fluids, and then they put the crabs and the corns and the potatoes on the paper, and everybody just goes ham and eats it. It's pretty good. Oh, I love shrimp. Yes. Oh, yeah, they put sausage in it too. You just reminded me. Yeah, some kind of andouille sausage, or yeah, Kindle does a really good job on it. And it could be a very expensive meal, but it's worth it. You get like tons of memories, because you're basically sitting around, and it's not like individual plates. You just grab what you want and you eat, and then there's like your little waste bags, and you look like a hot mess when you're done eating. It's I'm fairly certain I always have crab in my hair when I'm done, or all over my face. It's really good. Yes, crawfish boils are a big thing too. We okay, so the crawfish is not readily available out here. Sometimes you get it in the freezer section if you go to like a Harris Teeter's or something. But I love me some crawfish. I almost lost my mind, because when I went to um, North Carolina, I had fried okra, and I cannot tell you the last time I had fried okra that wasn't my husband's. I was so full and so happy off that small little serving. I don't really like fried food. I'm not a fried chicken lover. I don't like fried fish. I'm just not a fried person. But I do like fried okra. There's just something about the two textures together is like chef kiss for me. Everybody has their different things, like, so out yeah, out Obay's out here, and there's a Zatarain's for, and some other name brands for Louisiana, and the thing is I'm not gonna lie, and if he's still watching, he's probably gonna be like, "Yeah, I do like the Louisiana seasoning better than I do like the Maryland." But I'm also a weird person, because 'cause I'm from California. I like all kinds of crab. Like, so it's not just blue crab to me. I will go to Florida just to get the king crab. Like I love crab, and I love shrimps. I don't know. I like seafood. I could live off of it. I miss being in California so I can get red snapper like red snapper out there is like is like having any kind of soft fish out here, but there's so many fishes that we don't get here out here in Maryland that I'm used to eating out on the West Coast. Um, so whenever I get to travel, the first thing I want to do is eat. Like, I guess I am a foodie because, or I'm missing food because, man, there's so many things we don't have out here that West Coast or Midwest has, and but I know we have things that they don't have as well. So yeah, see, I said Zatarans. I was gonna do this song, but I was like, everyone's gonna think it's really weird if I did it. Clam boils. I love clams. I make a amazing clam chowder. Yeah, you love you some Old Bay. See, it depends. I'm not. I don't like it in the crabs, but if you throw it on like fries, I'll be like, this is the best thing ever, or like a baked potato. But not necessarily on crabs. Yes, Kindle clam boil sounds amazing. Yeah, that has to be alive for to do a crawfish boil. We don't have it readily available out here. It's only in the freezer section, and it's only the meat, which I'm fine with that. Um, there's some specialty seafood stores out here that have things, moved around, but it costs a little bit more. Man, I really miss red snapper. I was thinking about that now. Yes, yeah, that's what Kendall does, Joe. He does it, and he does a really good job. He's a good cook. Um, he's a really good cook. Like, no joshing around. He's good. He's a real good cook. And we come from two different kind of seafood families because my dad, he cooked a lot. Like, it wasn't like my mom cooking all the time or my dad. It was kind of like a 50-50 blend, but my dad was more of the seafood things because of like where he lived from. So I'm used to making paella and all that stuff, and that's the things I like to make. But we come from like different kind of seafood stuff, and it's amazing that we both like it a lot, and our kids like seafood. Ken is kind of weird. He is now starting to try a lot more. But at first he was like, yeah, no to shrimp, no to clams, and now he's like, okay, I will try it. Hello, Dalva. And some corn and some sausage. I'm not mad at him. Yes, right? I miss red snapper like no one's business or rockfish. It's that fish is readily available at every store, like from Food to Less to Albertsons to Safeway, all across the West Coast. But then after the further you go east, the more these fishes are not available. You don't eat seafood? Like, are you allergic? Because if you're allergic, I will feel sorry. But if you just don't eat it, I have questions. Like, none? Like, you don't eat any. You don't like most people like shrimp or like clams, or I love oysters. You guys, and if people that went to North Carolina knows, because that's the first thing I was like, oyster soup. Yeah, Kendall does a lot of the cooking. Oh, wow. None. Okay, what's your favorite food though, Deb? I'm just curious. Because don't get me wrong, you give me a medium rare steak and some mashed potatoes, I will fight you if you try to borrow, like, oh, can I have a bite? No, not at all. No. Mm-mm. I like steak. I like red meat. Um, but I love ribs too. I pretty much like anything and everything. It takes a lot for me to be like, I don't mess with that. I don't oh, I'll tell you the one thing that everyone always gets thrown off, and there's only 2 of us that in the house that don't. Hope and I do not like macaroni and cheese, no matter how you cook it. If you bake it, put fresh cheese on it, I don't know what it is, we won't eat it. It's a texture thing, I think. I've chased a lot of people because everyone's like, "Oh, you'll like my favorite." No, I don't like mac and cheese at all. Like, at all. judge them harshly. Okay. I like tuna. Well, I like tuna just in sushi rolls. Oh, I love sushi too. So just the I'm pretty easy person for me to go out and eat because I'll find something as long as I don't have to eat mac and cheese, I'm pretty much okay. I love steaks. But our house is greatly divided from medium rare, rare to like Kendall's burnt. You might as well give it to the dog because it's a chew toy now. So yeah, blasting you, Kendall. Yeah, there's I don't know what it is about mac and cheese, and I thought it was just me until Hope came out of it because like Kendall makes a this really good fresh back mac and cheese for Thanksgiving. And it has like a bazillion different kinds of cheese in it, and he bakes it. Like Faith is salivating at the mouth, Ken salivating. Everyone's like, yes, and me and Hope are like, hard pass. Nope, not today. Yeah, if there was a retreat in Mississippi, I wouldn't work. I'll just be eating and be in a food coma. I'm there's some places like I wanted to go to the one in Louisiana when they had it, but I was like, chances are I want to be sewing. I'll probably be on Bourbon Street getting twisted off a hurricane and eating beignets, and you're gonna be like, Shanova, Shanova, get her into the room. Like, I'm gonna be real. I like food, and then I also like. I always want to try like the state drink. I don't know why. I have no idea why. You're not a red meat eater. I totally get that. I mean, it's better for your heart and whatever, but I think if the doctor was like, you can never have steak again, I would cry. I'm not gonna lie. I think I would cry for months, even years. I, I don't know. I don't know if I can do that. Like, oh yeah, that kid. I wonder what they look like now, and if they still do that face though, because they were like The Office without even knowing whatever The Office was. That face is classic. About mac and cheese. You did not tap the mac and cheese. Yeah. I just like I like seafood. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I don't like sharing food. No. I like Kendall can attest to this. I do not like sharing food. And if you want to try to take your fork into my dessert, you're basically saying, please fight me. Because child, friend, mother, I don't care. It's I don't share I don't like sharing food. Like, I don't know. I'm a weird person though. Like, I don't like sweet potato fries, but like when Kendall makes these like sweet potato hash, I'll eat it. I'm just a very weird person, but I generally like all foods. It's very rare for me to say I don't like something other than mac and cheese. You could burn in Hades. I don't know why everyone likes it. Yellow potatoes. Yes, I do remember Kendall puts eggs in his. And it's not it's like something. It helps something. I don't know. I remember him telling me that. I just don't know why, but he does do it. Not into mac and cheese right here. Arnetta, like we're right here then. We're right here. I like veggies. I like vegetables. My favorite, I would have to say, is asparagus. I don't know. You put some lemon, salt, and pepper on asparagus. I am your best friend. I love asparagus. I like making cauliflower mashed potatoes. By itself, I can't eat cauliflower unless it's mixed with broccoli because it literally has no flavor to me. That's why it's like one of my favorite things to mix into stuff with kids. But yeah, I like everything, kale, everything. It's very I even like Brussels sprouts, artichokes. Oh my God, I love me some artichokes. Happy birthday. I hope you have a really good birthday. You get some cake or ice cream. Get some ice cream. Go to Cold Stones, put some candy in your ice cream, and it's like the best day ever. I don't know why. I only go to Cold Stones once a year, and that's to get my birthday ice cream. So good. Happy birthday. Oh my god, you can't eat red what? Holy heck. That mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, I have to eat. I have to I eat I don't know. For me, being allergic to everything that I am, I think this is where, like, my food allergies kinda, like, are amazing because I'm not allergic to any of those things. Um, if I was allergic to shrimp, I'm gonna let you know right now, I probably would drink some Benadryl and eat it still, and as I'm getting transported to the ER. There's, like, a TikTok where this guy, his EpiPen is about to expire, so he jabs himself in the leg, and he's eating tons of lobster. I can relate to that, like, I wanna do that with pineapple, like, all the time. Yeah, Kendall does share. Fatal flaw. The kids know not to ask me for anything. I don't like sharing. I don't like sharing it. Like everything I like, they wind up like conquering, like the moose tracks. I'm still not over that. Oh, happy birthday. Happy 70 birthday. That's such a cool, oh, that's an awesome age. And I hope you have a really awesome day. Like you get to do whatever you want and eat as much as food, cake, and everything, and just be celebrated and have fun. I love most veggies. Like veggies are good. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, Sandra, you are like the opposite. You can eat more fruits than I can, and I can eat more meats and dairy than you can. Yeah, roasted it. Yeah, Kendall makes really like when he grills and he grills asparagus, it's over. I want to eat it all and be like, none for you guys. None. Thank you. I know. Ooh, I've never had roasted cherry tomatoes. I've never had that. That's interesting. See, whoa. See, you just, I didn't eat red meat or pork until I met Shinova. Huh? Sorry. I'm so sorry. I love me some meat. Like, I was never that girl that when you took on a date and she's like, oh, I'll have a salad. I'll be like, yeah, I want a steak, medium rare. Like, biggest potato you got with sour cream, cheese, everything, onions, the works. Ooh, fried eggplant is really good. I love eggplant. Um, I I like every it's pretty rare when I'm like, yeah, I don't like that vegetable. I love I don't know, I love vegetables. I could probably live off of beans and cheese too. I think I pretty much survived that way during college. It was like bean cheese. I know. I don't like hot dogs. Now, if it's like an all natural and you know where the hot dog is from and it's like 100% kosher, like I will eat it. But it's I don't like bologna either. It's it's because my parents, that was like our summer food. Like, go make yourself a bologna sandwich. And there's only so many you can eat before you're like, never again. Never again. The look, nope, hard pass. Yeah, that's how I like my steak like that too. I like my steak like there has to be, and it's funny because Kendall now is making them, he's testing the waters. Like, so the kids when they were little, they would have his well done steak. And now he's like opening up their horizons and letting them see what like a medium rare is, and they are flipping out. They like the medium rare and rares, and I'm like, "Yes, you are my children. You understand." My favorite meat though, if my favorite, like my birthday treat, I love prosciutto. Like I will eat prosciutto like you have never seen before. Okay, like yeah, that's my favorite. I like putting it on like even baking it and get it all crispy and put it on top of clam chowder. Oh my god, it's amazing. Or putting it on pizza. Just put it on salads, anything that you have meat, put some prosciutto on. But yeah, like I don't know. So I'm sorry. I'm looking at a puppy that is sitting in the door staring at me. He's been very head staring, looking at me. Like if he sees a ghost, he needs to let me know. I'm just saying. Go upstairs, Papa. Also, he's taking pillows on the couch and like putting them in piles and then sleeping underneath the piles. I don't know what that's about either. Venison sounds good. Kendall has this guy that goes when he goes like hunting, we go get venison, but you can't readily get it out here unless you go up to Hagerstown and Boonesboro. Like it's in the grocery stores. I know he's probably. I think he did that yesterday when I was working. Like everywhere I went, he was like my shadow. Like you were gone forever, and I didn't know you were gonna come back. Yeah, I like quail. I like I like weird stuff too. I do like quail, and that was readily available in Arizona. I don't know why. Everywhere else I've lived, I've never seen it just in the grocery store in the like where the bird section is. But yeah, they have it readily available in Arizona. I gotta say, out of all the states I ever lived in, Arizona was like, if you're a foodie, you need to live there. They have every kind of food known to man. So many, like every kind of fast food joint, every kind of restaurant, every kind of mom and pop restaurant. And I don't know, I thoroughly enjoyed grocery shopping out there. It's just a different experience. Ew, gator's gross, turtle's gross. I can get down with goose, but hard pass on trash pandas. Mm-mm. Buffalo burgers are amazing. Ostrich burgers. I remember when I got one. I was actually at a barbecue in Redlands, California, and somebody was like, "Here's the burger," and I ate it. I was like, "This thing is amazing." After I ate the whole thing, they were like, "Yeah, you just ate ostrich," and I was like, "So I don't do that to my kids because people love doing that to me. Like, surprise, this is what you ate." That's how me and Gator didn't get along. Gators are gross. Okay? And no trash pandas ever. If that, no. The first time I taste it, I don't like shark either. That's enough. That's a seafood one I will not eat. Like my dad loves eating that, and every time I eat it, it's just the texture of it. I'm just it gives you that heebie-jeebies feeling, and you're like hard pass. No, no, I just can't. I like I like food way too much. Right? Shark is gross. The texture is so absolutely disgusting. I don't understand why people even have this at this eat some shark. No, I'm good, bruh. I'm so good. We do have venison and bison freezer. Trash panda. That's what a raccoon is. You know it. I know it. They know it. And they're terrifying. They're so scary. They're eating and you know they're not eating anything good. So why am I going to eat them? I know that sounds weird, but like I don't want my circle of life to have trash in it. I'm just just something out there. Yeah. Well, it all depends. Like I said, it's like a weird Maryland is super, super weird. And like DC sitting right in the middle. Like I said, all I have friends that are up in the Hagerstown and they just have so much more wild game that we don't even have in our stores. Um, I know you can hunt where we are, but there's like at our local like similar to Trader Joe's, but it's called David's. There's none of that. There's none of it. You have to either know someone in Maryland that has their hunting license and that give you meat, or you need to go travel further up into Maryland to like the boonies where like animals outnumber humans, and then you'll find your meat. Shut up. Shut up. I don't know what I would do. If I seen horse, I think I would I don't know. Shannon, I probably would either thrown up, passed out, or been in shock where you're like, Shinobu, you need to move away from the conveyor belt. Oh, yeah, no. Oh, see, ostrich, I was thrown off. I was mad for a while that I got it because they're such beautiful creatures. But if I seen someone was like, "This is a horse burger," I would have been like, "This we are not in Games of Thrones, and this should not be happening." I wanted. I think a New Orleans one would be a great one. Just a fair warning: I am going to drink there because they have awesome alcohol beverages, and I'm probably gonna get um beignet wasted. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like really that much fried foods, but I don't know what it is about a beignet and funnel cakes. Oh my god! Don't take me anywhere where there's funnel cakes. I'll be like, I'm dying. I'm in a food coma. Yeah, I'm never eating a horse either. There's a lot. I mean, immediately I think Games of Thrones. Like it's not supposed to be something we do. Yeah. Oh no. Oh my god. You tried it? Did you eat the horse though? I'm not no judging. I'm just out of curiosity. I want to know what the texture. Oh my god, I can't say it out loud. What the texture was. I'm not gonna. I'm curious. Like I didn't like the texture of. I don't like turtle. I've had it in a lot of different ways, and I just can't do it. I do like frog legs though. I'm weird. I don't do snake. I will not eat it. If you sneak me snake, you want me to come out on an attactive mode to you and like because no. Mm-mm. I know Kendall's little Louisiana butt had snake too. Ostrich is good. It's really, really good. And it's actually not bad for you, like other meats. Field trip, I'm all for it. I think a field trip will be fun. I think Louisiana actually is a prime location to have a retreat because the food, like ever you talk to anybody at any part of the United States and you say Louisiana, they associate food and music and just like the whole atmosphere. Now, with that being said, I don't want to go down in July or August where I'm like I'm sweating, my hair is sweating, my eyelashes are sweating. Yeah. I want to find that sweet taffy. Okay, so there's supposed to be like this sweetwater taffy that's been around since like forever, and they're on like a little trolley with the horse and stuff. And I want some of that just to taste. I'm not even a taffy fan, but when there's like history behind it, I want to try it. Oh, oh my god, shit. I would have been like, yeah, you can't. Every time you say anything about anything I ate, I'm gonna remind you the moment that you put that horse sushi in your mouth. And you have to say it with like dead eyes, like dead serious eyes. Oh gosh, yeah. There like I don't understand. Okay, so like I don't know. The deer population out here is like it's ridiculous. Like my biggest fear at driving at night is deers. Like I have yet to hit one, but like that is the most car accidents I've ever seen out here has nothing to do with someone rear-ending another person. It's a deer. Um and that I don't know. When spring starts and fall begins, it's like they come out of the woodworks. And you're just like, okay. There's so I told you when went walking with Johnny, my brother, when we sat down on a log, when a deer came up to him, he started screaming. We're not used to seeing that. Like where I lived in California, there wasn't all these little critters, and I'm not like Kendall. I'm not like, oh, that's normal for a snake to be there. I'm like, oh hell no, I need to get that out. Genova's out. Now, grant you, when I went hiking, there would be snakes, but then they teach you to get like these pole things and you just like fling them. I'm used to it. Like a rattlesnake rattles its tail before it's gonna attack you. Um, a cottonmouth, not so much, you know. Like, just I'm also extremely petrified of snakes. Just so you guys know. I mean, orcas and snakes. And I like to watch snake. documentaries so I can learn everything I can about them. I don't know why. No amphibians, no reptiles, no game, no rabbit. I do like rabbit though. I'm not gonna lie. I don't eat it as much because I had a really traumatic experience eating the first rabbit. And every time I want to, that experience just, comes back to my head and it prevents me. No barbecue rattlesnake. No. Ew. No. I know the meat is cooked, but still, was it like once you know that, like there's I don't know. Once I found out I ate an ostrich, I couldn't watch anything. I didn't watch any documentaries that had anything to do with the ostrich for like 5 years. No squirrels. No. They're just mouse with a better tail. That's just no. No squirrels, no chipmunks. I mean, I wanna don't eat chipmunks, they're so little, okay? They're so little. No. I think the weirdest thing I ate was ostrich burger. I eat, like, weird seafood things if people present it, but then I'm one of those people that have instant regrets too. So If I was str okay, if I was stranded on the island, it all depends. It, like, literally depends. If there's, like, the land is abundant with vegetation that it's not gonna kill me and fruit that I won't go into anaphylactic shock 'cause I'm on an abandoned island, so I'm not getting the EpiPens and the Benadryl. So, it all depends. It depends. There you go. Escargot was actually really good, yes. I agree with you. There was, like, a couple different French bistros that I like to go in California, and anytime I can get any kind of French food, I was, like, all for it. Alright, guys, you guys have been hilarious. I am going to stuff my face and make these thank you gifts and start trying to figure out get an itch coat somewhere and ship it fast. So I hope everyone has a really good day, and I will talk to you guys all tomorrow, okay? Happy birthday, Rebecca. Bye.